Type to you. All right, finally got it working. Oh, that took a minute. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Happy holidays. It's been a good little minute since I've been live, so hopefully this works out okay. I am trying to see if it works. Except on this screen, I can't see if it's working, so I don't know. So hopefully y'all can hear me. If y'all can, hello. Hope y'all are doing all right. Happy holidays, happy holidays. Those of y'all in the replay gang, I'm really just... Replay gang. Sorry, Eric. I'm really just on here because I haven't been on here in a while, and I figured I'd come and talk to you guys because I don't have anything to do right now. I should be asleep, but I can't. And I've got a little bit of extra time on this load. Come by my base, son. It has been a good little minute since I've been live. I have been active, uploading content. I've been busy editing videos. I've been trying to do everything that I can since I've been back. I'm working on this one video, and it's going to take... There's something in my hair. It's going to take forever for me to upload it, too. I don't know what that is, and I can't get it. Let's see. Heathens, what's going on? Lone Wolf, what's going on? Loud and Proud, Shreveport, Louisiana, what's going on, Tall Trucker? Just going to ask how the Japanese is coming along. It's coming. It's coming along. How's language lessons? They're going well. I need to become more stern with myself for sure. I have a lot of discipline issues when it comes to studying, so I'm trying to break out of it. But the studying is going well. I'm starting to hold myself more accountable. It's going okay. It's going okay. Have you talked to Chasing Mr. Hamilton? He's doing a lot of videos about not doing lease purchases, especially at mega carriers. Yes, actually, I just talked to him on Snapchat. What's today? Today, Thursday? No. Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. So that would have been yesterday. I talked to Mr. Chasing Hamilton. Good Lord. Or Chasing Mr. Hamilton. Good Lord. So I talked to him yesterday. I will say I'm a little ashamed to say that I have not watched his most recent videos. I think I'm 2 or 3 videos of his behind. So I'm not caught up quite yet. But yes, I have talked to him recently. Travis always calls me. Anytime I'm doing something, like if I'm recording a video or I'm sleeping, he doesn't call me when I'm asleep anymore. But if I'm recording a video or doing something of somewhat importance, Travis always finds a way to call me. But I might be off the hook today, or I might not. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Darren, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's up, man? Why you quit on Twitch? So I didn't quit on Twitch. I'm having some issues with the internet on my truck. And straight up, I'm just going to go ahead and quit this guy and find another provider. But when I'm at home, I try and do the Twitch thing, but I need to get a computer outside of this one. But I didn't quit Twitch. I'm just kind of taking a break while I figure out this internet situation. So like even right now, I'm not using my Wi-Fi router. I'm actually using my iPad as a hotspot right now to do this because, I don't know, like it works when it wants to work. So it's kind of like if I were to go live on my internet router, like I'll be good for like the first like 12 minutes and then it'll probably like cut off. So it seems a little too unreliable. It's definitely not reliable for online gaming. So I've just been using my hotspots on my phone and my iPad to just get by. And then lately, because I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but I actually quit playing World of Warcraft. Gosh, that hurts to say out loud. I finally quit playing World of Warcraft since it first came out. So I'm playing a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 lately. So it not really too internet dependent, which is good. So I can play that offline. So I didn't quit. I'm just taking a small break while I figure out my internet. It's my first time in your live, scared. But what's up? What's going on, Peyton? Trust me, it's not. My lives are just like my videos. I like coming on here and talking, chatting with you guys. and I come on here to answer questions. I know I get a lot of questions in my comments, and sometimes, or when I used to go live fairly frequently, I guess I can say, I usually come on here and answer a lot of questions that people have. So today I don't really have a topic. I really just want to come and talk to you guys, and I really need to make a video about this, but apparently I have not been paying attention to my subscriber count, and I cannot believe that we reached 3,500 subscribers. Like, that blows my mind that I got that many subscribers. Like, I appreciate every last one of you guys, and it's just like, it's very humbling to see that. So I need to make a video about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna get around to it. TK said he can't call when he's driving now because he's too busy shifting. I saw that on his last video. I know, poor World of Warcraft. Oh, I know. We were supposed to play together, Admiral. I just remembered that. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I was that. How was Canada, and would I go back? Canada was really, it was really nice. I really enjoyed Canada. Would I go back? Absolutely. I would absolutely go back to Canada. Probably when it warms up, though, for sure. Like, when I went, I mean, that's part of the video I'm working on. So right now, the video size of my Canada trip, because I did it from like start to finish, and it was like a weekend. So right now, the running time of that video is like 42 minutes, including all the time lapses and all this, like, time lapses and backing and chatting, just a whole bunch of stuff. It's like 42 minutes. So I need to like shrink that down to like 20, if not like 15. And then I can upload it. But Canada was amazing. Alaska, I don't know about that. Maybe. I really do want to go to Alaska, but it's going to come down to logistics as far as whether I'm going to pick up a load and drive through Canada and across Canada, if that load will allow that. Because from my understanding, you have to clear loads that go into and out of Canada, obviously, for border crossings. And if that load doesn't have a necessity to go across the border, then I'll have to go like East Coast to West Coast to Washington and take a ferry, which I hear that ferry is expensive. So I might go to Alaska, but not yet. But one day. I've been depressed and upset because I can't get my CD until September 28th, when I turn 21. Trust me, just do all the research that you can, and don't let it be depressed, or don't let it depress you. Just focus on aging. Sorry. Focus on doing research. Make sure you're choosing the company that you actually want to go through. If I remember correctly, you're going to Prime. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. But I would definitely do all the research that you can to make sure you choose the right company for you. So I wouldn't be depressed. Like, trust me, it'll be, if trucking is definitely what you want to do, that time is going to fly by. Trust me. I just got my TNT trainer at Prime. I meet with him tomorrow. Thanks for the content. Absolutely, Al. I'm definitely excited for you. I'm glad you're able to go on your TNT. Now's the best time to do TNT in the winter. You want to get your experience in the winter with a trainer and like learn all you can winter driving, because you don't want to do like your first time driving in the winter solo, like after you upgrade and stuff. I don't think that's really a good idea. So now's a great time to be training, wherever you are. But that's just me. Does Landstar let drivers into Mexico to get loads? Is that your question? I honestly don't know. There are no loads on the load board for Mexico. However, when I did go to the Laredo yard, there's a whole like Mexico crossing department, and like we have Mexico only dedicated trailers. So I don't know if someone like me can go to Mexico, but I know that if we have to go retrieve a load from Mexico, if it comes across on a Mexico trailer, we have a transload docking area. Like we have a whole like facility that that transloads trailers from Mexico trailers to like our trailers, and I've never seen so many trailers sitting in one place. So that lot is huge. Let's see. Yeah, well, we talk driver lineup lives and right. That's what it's like. I know your name. Like I recognize your name. I just couldn't remember where from. But Canada, that Canada video is taking a long time to edit. I'm actually working on two videos. One video I had to trash, and I was really upset about that. I might be able to salvage some of the footage, but we'll see. But I had after I came back to the States, I had a bit of a situation at the Ford plant. I'm sure I can say that. At the Ford plant that I was at. So I did record the content for that. I just haven't gotten around to editing that, honestly. I'm going to get to it, though. There's going to be a video sometime before the weekend comes up. What's up, JL? I'm glad I caught your live. I saw your video about being at Landstar Brokers and Agents. What's the real deal with Landstar Brokers and Agents? I've heard a few drivers complain. So I'm glad you asked that question because I've been meaning to address that. There's several comments on that video that I've addressed those comments, but I did want to clarify something about that video. So that video of me complaining about brokered agents at Landstar. Now, anyone who's been here a while knows how my channel rolls. I give y'all the good and the bad of trucking. I try and be as honest in my videos as I can. And with that being said, I upload 1 to 2 videos a week for the past year. And I've been at Landstar 6 months. So with that video, yes, brokered agents are annoying, for lack of better words. But something I can also say about brokered agents is they work really well sometimes. So I explained on one comment, and then basically with that video, since it was still fresh right before I recorded it, that's why I kind of complained about it. But that situation that I was discussing doesn't happen that often. Since I've been here at Landstar, probably can count on one hand how many times that actually happens. Usually I get exactly what I'm looking for from brokered agents, or situations like the load I'm on now, I ask for more and I get more. So I got an extra $1,000 on the load that I'm hauling or going to soon be hauling right now. I offered an extra $1,000, and they were like, at first they said no, and then they called me back. They were like, yes. And so it's kind of it's just one of those things. It's great, and then sometimes it sucks. But as far as it happening often, it doesn't happen that often, at all. But when I do videos like that, it's not really oh, this sucks, I'm going to quit. You know what I mean? It's more like, hey, this is something that you should probably be aware of if you're looking at coming to Landstar, or any company that has brokered agents for that matter. You know what I mean? Especially if you're running the DAT load board, I think it's called, or I think any load board. I feel like any agent, you'll have that kind of issue. But my experience is at Landstar, and that's what the video was about. So there's just my little 2 cents on that. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it, Bill. Can you do a video or go more into detail about how the fueling works at Landstar? Heard it as a process. It's actually not. It's not that difficult, actually. But yes, I can. Actually, I can do that right now, I think, as long as it doesn't show any information. The only thing that would keep me from not coming to Prime is the speed limit on the trucks, 65 miles an hour. Yep, it's 65. Or last I checked, it was 65 miles an hour. Let's see. Before we get into that, let me make sure I can show you this. Make sure it doesn't show too much detail. And it does. Let's see. Can I go in the other way? That's better. Okay. All right. So fueling at Landstar, super easy. Landstar, you get 2 Comdata cards. You get a Comdata pay card that your settlements go to, and then you get a Comdata fuel card that you get fuel or advances or like any like additives you have to buy in your truck. Now, to use that card, I need to be able to show you this without, sorry, don't judge me, like showing you my trip number. Does that work? All right. So we have an app that we can use to load money from our trips to our fuel card. So like we get 100% of our fuel surcharge here. So we do 100% of the national average broken out of the line haul. So that number plus any other things that you negotiate becomes what's called a pre-trip advance. So you basically go to the screen and it shows you, come on, focus. It shows you your available limit, how much you can request, and which card that you want to put it on. So you literally just type in how much you want and load it onto your fuel card. So like for my trip, I know that I have, actually, I don't know what's on my fuel card right now. I think I have like a couple hundred on there. More card balance. So I've got $277 on my fuel card now. I got fuel earlier today, and I have 1,300 miles to do for this trip. So off top of my head, I've got a full tank now. I got 1,300 miles to do, and I can basically do this load without getting fuel. But I always have what's called reserves on my fuel card. So like my advance limit right now, I can take from my current load is $2,400. I never take the full amount. I only take what I know I'm going to use in fuel. So with my last trip, I filled up my truck because I had money left over from my previous trips. I know that I don't need, more fuel than what I need because I know my load is only 13,000 pounds. I'm not going to burn that much fuel. And the only hills I'm going to climb, I don't want to give that away because it's my current load. So I know I have a couple hills, but I don't believe that I'm going to need more fuel besides from the fuel that I currently have in my truck. But if I do need more fuel, the current $277 I have on there will do me just fine. However, for the sake of showing an example, I know off the top of my head, it takes me about, before discounts, I know it pump price from empty to full, it takes my truck about $687. And that should be for about 156 gallons. Or 168 gallons, depending on where I am. So I know that I have $200 on there. I can go on my app and request $400. Oh, it doesn't show. I can just go on the app and request that I want $400 loaded onto my fuel card and click submit and confirm. And it automatically loads $400 onto my card. So now my available balance is like $677. And that's it. Like that's fueling at Landstar. It's super easy. It's super self-explanatory. But I hope that answered your question. If it didn't, let me know, and then I'll see if I can actually do a video with like screen captures and stuff like that based off of an old trip, and that's something that's not my current trip right now. Oh, let's see. What top 3 companies would you recommend for a new CDL driver who's interested in OTR? Top 3? I can't really recommend somewhere I've never driven for, or can't recommend someone that I haven't driven for. I can recommend Prime because I drove for them. I had a great experience at Prime, and I can recommend them. But as far as any other 2, I don't have any personal experience with them. But it kind of depends on what division you're looking to go into. If it's reefer, drive-in, flatbed, step deck, like tanker, it kind of just depends. And it also kind of depends on your area as well. No company is 100% perfect. It's what makes you happy. Exactly. And Landstar makes me absolutely happy. And I mentioned it on Driver Lineups channel that I had some exciting news coming up. And fortunately and unfortunately, I've had to put that news on hold because I've had something come up that required me to put that on hold. So once I figure out some more details on that, and then I'll be able to announce it, hopefully, or probably not, because I might be one of those things that's not public knowledge. But I will try and be as transparent as I am allowed to without stepping on any, legal issues. Speed at Prime depends on company versus lease. I mean, company is 59, 62 with cruise, and then lease is 65. Honestly, it's not that much difference between 59 and 65 because I did both, and both my loads got there on time every time. So it kind of just, it's all personal conjecture, whether you want to do company or lease at Prime. I mean, that's just me though. I'm putting in my application for Landstar at the end of January. Can you walk me through some of the things I should expect right off the bat? You're going to get a lot of information really fast. So truck with me, and I know you're at Prime. So you remember Prime, basically your training is from day one until you upgrade your own truck, which is like 2 to 3 months. Landstar, they throw a bunch of classes at you before you come to orientation. You have a 2-day orientation, and then you have more computer work to do, but they give you like 14 days to do it after orientation. So you're going to get a lot of information really fast. So expectations, be ready to learn. That's this. Just be ready to learn. Hazmat, they walk you through hazmat. I'm not going to say they hold your hand, but they absolutely hold your hand. Like, they show you what to do with hazmat. If you're scared of hauling hazmat, don't be. Trust me, I was too. There was no way in the world that I was going to haul hazmat. When I applied for Landstar, I specifically told myself, and I think I was talking to Travis and Steven at the time, like, okay, literally the only reason I'm getting my hazmat endorsement is because it's a requirement. It's a requirement at Landstar, but I was not going to haul it. And now all I haul is hazmat. Like, the load prior to this